Hi guys, today's video is British heatwaves ain't got nothing on America.
Oh, this is the classic Losty, innit?
They don't.
Like, they don't really, but pretty much don't.
Even that just says it all,
like,
that picture.
Yeah, we don't have one of them fans. Like, literally, we do not have ceiling fans. Obviously, some houses potentially will do. We've been through a little bit of a heat wave in England, I guess. A little bit. I'd say this summer's been absolutely rubbish. It has been very rainy, hardly a summer, but we've had a few,
it's
weeks.
Not been sunny, but it's been warm and humid.
Yeah, warm and humid. But it's nowhere near what America has.
No.
Do you know what I mean? We did a video where it's 105 Fahrenheit, which is like 40, 50 degrees. You know what I mean? Celsius.
Yeah. We get 30 if we're lucky.
We get 30 if we're lucky, and that is way too hot for us. But we literally, it ain't got nothing on America. Lawrence is going to explain why. Smash that button if you enjoy, guys. Smash that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. Millie is 35 weeks pregnant, so if you want to check out Patreon, would appreciate that as well, wouldn't we? You ready to get into it?
Yeah.
British heatwaves ain't got nothing on America. What we got?
Hello. To quote the great 20th century philosophers, Herman's Hermits, I woke up this morning feeling fine until I checked my weather notifications. Well, it looks like Chicago is under one of those Arizona-esque excessive heat warnings, which means that Notify Chicago sends me a lot of text that I have to read through. Basically, the major detail from this is that the heat index is expected to get up to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. And honestly, I'm already sensing an abnormal amount of mugginess in the bedroom.
That's way too hot.
Definitely why there are sweat stains on my t-shirt. It's so muggy that I can't see out of my own window. Is that a raccoon? Oh, it's Arthur. Right. Coming in, mate. Coming in. It's a hot one. You're a hot dog. Just did a video about hot dogs.
And do you know what's funny is that it's that hot already, and on his phone it said it was 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and you can tell by that shot is that the sun's just come up and stuff like that.
But it must be so hot already.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
Okay. Look at that. It's all wiping off.
Oh.
That's not dirt on the window. Not entirely dirt, anyway. Turns out it's not just our storm doors, but all of our windows.
Just from the
Arthur, go
heat.
get me a rag. Instead, he decided he wanted to go for a walk, which is probably a good thing, because believe it or not, right now, it's only 85 degrees, because we're still in the morning. Nonetheless, given that he is a black puppy, it's probably best to keep him in the shade, and away from the sunlight, which travels 92 million miles for him specifically. At this point, I told Arthur, word for word, that we might want to consider heading back, since hydrational complications can arise from a lack of H2O. After nodding, he ran, excited by the prospect of water, but flummoxed by his sudden grasp of complex English. That's it, puppy. Walk nice and slowly in the shade. We're almost home. We'll get you that water in just a second.
He didn't seem bothered by the dog.
No.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but even the door handles are wet. Oh, that's weird. Let's go. Alright, puppy, get that water, mate. Get that water. Good doggy, you're going to need a lot of that today.
Yeah, it was a thirsty
And
boy.
in about 3 seconds, he's going to lie down on the floor to cool off. I know you can read you like a book. And one book that I've read this year from cover to cover is the manual to my AC unit. I'm
Good
kidding,
to know.
I never read the manuals. But during intense heat, AC is your best friend, except for your puppy, of course. He's the reason those cushions are there.
Oh.
Last year, when the old...
Oh, let's have a little mug shot.
He's the reason those cushions are there.
Oh, he's looking up like...
Yeah, he looks very proud of himself.
I know I have messed up. I was knocked the earphones out there. He's like, yeah, I know I've messed up there. Looking at Dad like, don't be mad. I bet he had a good time doing that though. I bet he had fun.
They've just moved into that house though.
Yeah.
They might have new cushions.
Last year, when the all-time British temperature record was broken in a village just 37 miles from my hometown, I kept observing the same comments on social media.
Mate, it should be illegal to sweat this much while watching EastEnders in just my underpants.
I too experienced the odd, sometimes very odd, heat wave in Britain. Without air conditioning, or aircon as we sometimes call it back home, the chances of a good night's sleep are about as low as an English door frame from the past. But here in the present, I find myself facing the reality of a Midwestern heat wave. And now that it's the early afternoon, the temperature is rapidly approaching 100 degrees. So how does it feel indoors? Well, the quick answer is it feels like it's 67 degrees because that's what the AC is set to. The long answer is that there are some caveats that involve me going upstairs. Up here, as I alluded to at the start of the video, it does feel muggier than normal, and there are a couple of reasons for this. Firstly, heat rises, and secondly, the warmer the outside temperature, the harder the AC has to work to keep the house cool.
Yeah.
And apparently our AC has been slacking off on the job and needs to be fired. Well, we've now reached the heat of the day, and looking at the temperature online, it says that it is around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, but that doesn't tell the entire story. In fact, those notifications from this morning completely and utterly a little bit lied.
What do you mean it lied?
Because whereas the heat index was supposed to be a paltry 110 degrees, it in fact reached 114. And of course, that's just Chicago. In the south and southwest, such a heat index is just another Tuesday. But I digress. And so, being a YouTube sensation, I didn't want to waste this opportunity to capitalise on the weather.
Sorry, it messed up with that. But he's talking about where he lives, Chicago, which isn't the hottest place in the world.
No.
As I say, you've got everywhere, well, I say everywhere else, you've got southern states, which he alluded upon there, which are just used to this.
It's crazy.
And in a heat wave, it gets hotter. And like Chance of a Moment, who does the editing for the movie, is an awesome guy. He's AC broke the other night, and he's in Tennessee, I want to say. Tennessee.
I feel like you've said that to me before.
I do apologise if I put you a chance, but I believe Tennessee or around that area. And yeah, he's AC broke, and he's in a heat wave. It's like, how horrible must that be?
Oh, that must be so clammy.
Yeah, like, I will not be able to deal with that.
I'm going to do a quick fun activity, which hopefully doesn't involve me spinning around like this. Can I stop? Thank you. In which I do that thing where you take some hot water, throw it in the air and see if it freezes on the way down. That's the winter version,
I was going to say, yeah, I was going to freeze.
The reverse of that and take an ice ball and stick it in a cup and see how long it takes to melt.
It's going quick.
That is a big ice ball, isn't it? I thought it'd be quicker though.
Well, that was pretty impressive, and I have to say, I think this is the hottest day that I've ever experienced in the history of my
I want to know about
history.
it. If anyone is living, to be fair, we could do it. We could do it, and let's see how long it takes in just a normal climate, like a normal temperature. If it takes 33 minutes in the heat.
I feel like the ice in my glass goes way quicker than that.
But I suppose it's got a warm drink on it,
Yeah,
I guess. But then when we get the thick ones, they'd last ages.
Yeah.
Because that is a thick bit of ice.
The big square ones.
Yeah, the big square ones would last ages. So be interested to see how long the normal one would last.
Because while I've experienced temperatures of 100 degrees or more here in the United States, I don't think I've ever been heat indexed quite as much as this. Thankfully, there is quite a strong wind, which helps to cool you down in intermittent spurts. But aside from that, it's not too far removed from hell. I have never found it harder to breathe. I've often said that America is a nation of extremes, and in this case it has to do with humid heat and dry heat. Because I think the one time that I experienced heat that was close to this was when I was in Salt Lake City climbing up a mountain. But there, while I was sweating my eyes off, I could at least breathe until I got stung by a bee and dropped my camera. But here, on my flat Illinoisan back garden, just walking at snail's pace, I'm already sweating buckets. I've been outside for 10 minutes. So since I haven't had a chance to get a suntan this year, I think I might just get a towel and lay out right here on the grass. Or do the alternative.
Yeah, go to the beach. Why not?
On the one hand, we're here in the early evening, so the sun's going down, doesn't feel quite as hot, and we're next to a really huge lake. That said, I could have been at home right now.
Oh,
it's a drink.
Instead of getting covered in sand and seagull shit.
Look at them.
wow.
Right up close.
That's a lot.
I'm glad they're just as annoying.
But now,
What,
it's
everywhere?
the morning.
Yeah, a minute.
I feel like they're
Like,
targeted.
whenever we get food out, you go, oh, seagulls,
I
get
just
me in the
thought
cup.
they target me.
But then I'll be there to munch them off. You're like, no, you can't, the seagulls will get you.
Yeah, except that one time the seagull did get you.
One time I was walking through town, and I was just eating. There were no seagulls around. What I thought, I
He's
don't
eating
think
his
about it
mayo
anyway.
chicken from McDonald's.
I thought I got mugged.
It was on your lunch though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought I got mugged because literally, boom, from behind, something landed. I didn't know what it were at this point. I thought someone was mugging me. Boom, I'm like, oh.
Do you know what it is though?
Look up, seagull flying away with my male chicken from McDonald's.
It's not like I feel like if it was just me or just me and you, like in a remote place, I wouldn't be so scared of them. It's also the secondhand embarrassment that comes from
the embarrassment
from having the seagull take your food and because obviously
everyone did stare at me and I was
it's
like,
the secondhand embarrassment. I feel like that is, and you make a noise, don't you?
Yeah.
You're scared. And it's
I
embarrassing.
would say scared. I was like, oh,
I scream. Yeah, but I hate anytime.
Have you ever had food taken from a seagull though?
Yeah, I took my banana at school. Took my ice cream.
Oh, you've had it bad.
Yeah,
2 of them.
I think there's been more actually.
And the current temperature calls to
My
mind an
sandwich.
expression of which Americans are often fond. If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes, or in this case, 12 hours. Because bizarrely, Chicago today feels more like Seattle than Phoenix, with temperatures more akin to fall than summer. And all I've got to show for the hellscape that was yesterday is a barely
wow, so it's
noticeable
cooled down
town,
now.
one fewer ice ball, and sand in every crevice imaginable.
Little bit
Turns
red.
out Anakin was right about all of it. That said, at least we've returned to temperatures more fit for humans, not to mention black puppies. Come on, mate. That's it for this episode. Let me know in the
That
comments.
was good. Like Lawrence is branching out to just doing different kind of things.
I like the way his videos go.
Definitely.
I like the whole vlogging, like the whole kind
out
of
and
vlog,
about,
yeah,
doing
I like
stuff,
it.
introducing his family with his dog and stuff
Yeah.
like that, keeping them involved, having the characters instead of just for standing there talking about it. Which, by the way, I love that as well.
Yeah,
But
it's nice to see him out the studio.
Definitely out the studio, evolving, and it's and he's enjoying himself, which
Yeah.
you can tell. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and watch the video.
Have a fantastic day.
And we'll see you legends in the next one. Peace.